Hey guys, so it's Ben here from the Fibreglass factory. This is what we got going on today. We have the Rally Roof Scoop, and what we're going to be doing is we are going to be extending this thing heightways. It's not functioning as it should at the moment. The customer's asked us specifically to raise it up so it's twice the height, but also we have to extend it out this way as well, because with the way it sits on the roof, the air's currently coming up the windscreen and not being directed in to the scoop. So he wants us to extend it out so that the holes are still mounting in the same position as they were before, but it sticks out further and catches that wind that's coming in there, which creates positive cabin pressure, avoiding dust inside the cabin, which is pretty common with rally driving. All right, so the first thing we'll be doing is putting a cut through here and being able to prop it up. I'm going to screw the base to a piece of timber and we'll start to work on the form, and we'll form something out here and see what we can come up with, eh? Alright, so far we're just working on the pattern, getting the shape that we need, and then we'll blank in between. I've got some core flute type material here that I'm thinking I'll use because it's quite flexible, just to curve to that shape to extend this out here. Right, so we're just creating the shape here. I've got it sitting how I want to, but I'm just making up bits and pieces so that, and I'll glass it on the inside. I'm specifically putting the smooth side to the inside so it doesn't grab, and then I can peel all this away, fill it, and then there's our pattern ready for a quick mould. This is where we're at. We've got the formwork in place of the shapes that we're sort of looking for. I'm just going to glass all that together, then we can pull all the formwork away and have a look at it after that and see what modifications we need to do after that. And I'm going to be using polyester, even though the piece is epoxy, so that could be interesting. Should stick enough just for a plug, that's what I'm hoping. Now I'm just laminating up the edges and onto the job and sort of just joining it all together. It can be pretty rough when you're doing patterns, because all it is a pattern, and then you're going to mould off it and then throw it away. A little bit tricky getting in here. I could have cut a bit more out of that timber. Should have made things a lot easier. So as long as the pattern holds up while you're using it, then it's done its job well. Obviously the shape's got to be right, but you can do all the things that you wouldn't normally be able to do if it was on a vehicle or on something that was your final piece. You can sort of bog it together and make it up. A longer handled brush would be handy for this job. Alright, so here we've got our piece, we've got all the formwork on there, holding it in shape. We're just about to remove all the formwork. We'll take the screws out that hold the top piece in and pull all the sides off, and then we'll start working it. The next step is for us to do some filling. Just scrape off the last remaining bit of hot glue there. I'm going to do some filling and fill in the blanks. I've noticed that this side's slightly higher than this side, so I'll put a cut in that and pull that side down so we get that right. And we can finish this pattern off so we can make a mould. Alright, so this is what we're up to. We made a little cut in this side, which brought this down, which was good. We've put a layer of fill around it. Obviously it's got to be sanded back. We're without an orbital sander at the moment because we've got no power in the shed. So we're just going to use the angle grinder and do it by hand, like we used to. All right, so here it is, our roof scoop. Our rally roof scoop's come out quite well. How good does it look? So, just to go through what we did, we cut the original one, we raised it up, we extended it out further, we made a mould off it, we've made the final part, and it's ready to go to the customer, and he'll be able to fit it. And he's really after function, this customer, so who knows whether he'll paint it or he'll just leave it raw. But happy days. Should be good. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you on the next video.